John Lewis has been a fighter all of his life. He fought for justice. He fought for human equality. He fought for freedom. This is a different battle, but I just know John Lewis is going to continue to fight. I think it's incredible that students had the courage and took the risk because they understood that the context of racism at the time and the way in which black people were segregated was something that they could not tolerate, knowing what they had come to understand about justice. And John Lewis, Bernard Lafayette, and those students that were here and other students around Nashville at Fisk just could not see themselves accepting a system against the flourishing of black people. And so John Lewis ended up putting his life on the line even then. He was fighting the battle even then. He was not afraid of death even then because the cause was greater than he and all the others that participated in the movement. So when he went to jail here in Nashville, I think the number is like 138-43, that number put on his chest is like a legacy of why going to jail is a positive thing when you're doing it for justice, when you're doing it for the future of other people. And John Lewis, I think, in terms of that context, served the nation, served the world, and it will be in perpetuity that John Lewis's name is going to be associated with justice and freedom. John Lewis was one of the students here while the student sit-in movement in Nashville reached its zenith and gave great leadership to students as they marched downtown. And as a student, the role as a leader was the same thing that he did here. He was president of the Student Government Association while he was here, and he helped organize students to participate in the movement and the training that Jim Lawson was giving students in Nashville. John Lewis is going to have a ship commissioned after him and named in his honor. We went out to San Diego as the ship was being built, and at the hull of the ship where they welded his name into the ship, it was quite a moment, quite an event to see John Lewis come there. And this ship is going to be the kind of ship that does not enter into war, but service people out at sea. And that is so apropos to John Lewis. He's been a servant leader, and justice and the beloved community has been the kind of images that he's seen and want to see as the future continues to develop. And he is going to fight for that continuously. John Lewis, our students need to always know that vision and dreams are always possible when you have a steadfast commitment to achieve them. John Lewis came here. He came here, he was a stutterer. He stuttered that impediment of speech. And the amazing feat that he achieved giving the speech that he gave just before Dr. King gave his I Have a Dream speech is an amazing achievement. And we need to tell our students that no matter what life conditions have served you and what conditions under which you have had to grow up, it's always possible for you to fulfill the potential of your purposes here at school. And John Lewis took advantage of that.